Good morning, this is Miss Lu. I am going to explain the Unit 6 test. So this test, we have equation, order of operation, and the prime factorization. So it seems equation is pretty hard, so I gave the points, every one in the equation part is 5, and then the rest of the parts are uh, taking away 10 from if you make it wrong. So you have some free points. So now let's look at the questions. Question number 1 is a question pretty difficult because it is a question of a fraction as coefficient. So what do? We copy the question down. As we have in the class, we said when we have fractions, we are going to multiply the reciprocal. Reciprocal is we take that fraction, we put it upside down. Reciprocal is such easy. And then that says the reciprocals multiply to be 1. So in that case, this side, this whole side, we will get an x because 6 over 6 is 1. So 1x equal to x. But if we did that, the red part, we need to do the same to the right side because we need to be fair. So now it get us the x will equal to 4 times 3 halves. And 4, if we wanted to write it as a fraction, it will be 4 over 1. So at this moment, we have 2 ways to go to solve this fraction multiplication. First, we can do top times top, we get 12. Bottom times bottom, we get 2. And then 12 divided by 2 is 6. Or some of you, I will use, so I'm now redoing the multiplication only, and then that will be in blue. So let's just redo. So we can also do simplify first and then multiply. So we can see that 2 goes into 4 how many times? 2. So 2 divided by 2 will be 1. So on the top, we get 2 times 3 is 6. And the bottom is 1 times 1 equal to 1. So we get 6 as well. So at here, we know that the answer for this question, the solution for this equation is x equal to 6. And to prove that, we can check. So that says 2 over 3 times x, which is 6, equal to 4. Is that true? So now we're going to use 6 over 1, and then 3 into 6, 2 times 2 equal to 4, and on the right side was 4. So it is true. So when it is a true equation, this should be our correct answer. So question number 2, I need to say sorry to you. So it looks like a 2.7x equal to negative 449, and that will be a very hard question. But basically the question should be 7x equal to negative 49. So if you did not get the question itself correct, I did not take off your points. I will keep that because that's my fault. And now when we have a multiplication, 7x equal to negative 49. So what do is we do the inverse operation. So the inverse operation of multiplication is division. So we divide both sides by 7. So that we get 7 divided by 7 is at 1. 1 times x equal to x. And now negative 49 divided by 7, negative divided by positive is negative. 49 divided by 7 is 7. So negative 7, if that's true, we can check. So to check that, 7 times negative 7 equal to negative 49. Is that true? So what do we do? 7 times 7 is positive times negative, negative. 7 times 7, 49. So that's both sides is the same, and this one is the correct answer. So that's question number 2. Now question number 3 is 0.5x equal to 6 and 5/10. So we have decimals. We have 2 ways. First, we can just simply divide both sides by the same decimal. So we divide by the coefficient, which is 0.5. So that's the key part. When you have a equation, you look at the coefficient, which is the number multiplied to x. So we want to get rid of it, we need to divide by the same number. So now 0.5 and 0.5, they will divide into 1, and then the left side will be x. So the most mistake made in the test is that how to divide 6.5 divided by 0.5. So most of our mistake happens in that decimal point. So to divide, we always wanted to make the divisor to be 5. And if we do the same to the divisor, we need to do it to the dividend as the same, so that we get the question changed into 65 divided by 5, and that will give you 13. It's a very easy question. So now the answer is 13. Now let's check if that's the correct answer. So we copy the original equation, and now we substitute in. We replace the x with 13. So we need to see if that's true. What do we do now? 0.5 times 13. Let's do it somewhere else. So we're now trying to see if 13 times 0.5 is 6.5. So first, 5 times 3 is 15, and then 5 times 1 is 6. Is 5 plus 1 is 6. So how many places behind decimal point? 1. So that says this side we get 6.5. So now it is 6.5 equal to 6.5. So that says this is a true equation, and that is the solution. Question 4 is almost the same of question 3, but just the just no decimal and then a little bit inverse. So what do? We copy the question. 13x equal to 65, and when we know that we're going to do we are having a multiplication, we're going to do division. So divide both sides by 13. X will equal to 5. And then we need to check. So 13 times 5, is that 65? Yes, it is. So this is the solution.